Hello students, today we are going to see an introduction to data structures. So we are going to define what is data structures, then we will see why it is needed, and once we see why it is needed, then we will look at the different types of data structures that are possible in any given programming language. Okay. These are the general data types or data structures that are possible. All the data structures may or may not be supported by a programming language. So let's start with the definition of data structures. So what is a data structure? Data structures are formats that specify how data should be organized, managed and stored in order to be accessed and modified efficiently. So why we need to organize the data? Just look at this example. There is a set of data. Okay, this is the set of data. Can you make any sense of the data? Okay, it just looks like some random data. Whereas if you organize the same data, okay, if you organize the same data in this format, wherein we mentioned that the data comprises from the numbers 1 to 6. So there are numbers here from 1 to 6, and the frequency of 1 is 4, frequency of number 2 is 5, and so on. So if you organize the data in this fashion, then it makes some sense. It is easier for us to understand this data. Okay, so here it is difficult to understand, here it is easy. So that is why we need data structures to organize the data and to manage it efficiently. So why is data structures important? Data structures is important because it is used in almost every program. It helps to write efficient code. Also, data can be maintained more easily. Okay, that is why we need data structures. Now let's look at the different types of data structures. So data structures can be divided into primitive data structures, and non-primitive data structures. So what are primitive data structures? Primitive data structures are your inbuilt data types. Every programming language comes with inbuilt data types. For example, it could be integer, it could have been float, it could have been character, it could have been boolean. So these are your inbuilt data types. So whichever are your inbuilt data types are known as primitive data structures. Non-primitive data structures, on the other hand, are derived from primitive data structures. Okay. non-primitive data structures can be further classified into linear data structure and non-linear data structure. So this is the further classification of non-primitive data structures. Linear data structures could be arrays, linked list, stacks and queues. So what are linear data structures? In linear data structure, the data is arranged in a linear fashion, that is, they are placed one after the other. Non-linear data structures, examples are trees and graphs. So non-linear data structures, the data cannot be placed linearly or cannot be placed in one row. Okay, so trees and graphs have to be placed in multiple rows. The data of such data structures always, if it is arranged in terms of rows, it has to be kept in multiple rows. Let's look at the definitions now. So primitive data structures. These data types are used to represent single value. Okay, it is a basic data type which is possible in most of the programming languages. So examples are floating point, integer, character and so on. Okay, so like you know, floating point is used to store any values having decimal points. Integers are used to store values without decimal points, and characters are used to store any variable of the type character, that means letters. Okay, and then there are various variations of this, like long integer and so on. Next definition, non-primitive data structures. So these are derived from the primary data structures. Okay, so they are derived from the primary data structures, and they are used to store group of values. Primitive data structures should store single values. Okay, and non-primitive data structures are used to store group of values. Non-primitive data structures can be further divided into linear data structure and non-linear data structure. So non-primitive are again further divided into two types: linear data structure and non-linear data structure. So like I told you, there are two types. So now let's look at what is a linear data structure. Data structures where data elements are arranged sequentially or linearly, where the elements are attached to its previous and next adjacent, is called as a linear data structure. So what do you mean by that? This data value is stored adjacent to its next value. Okay, they are stored in continuous memory locations. If this memory location was 100, this would have been, for example, it would have been 101. Then the next would have been stored at 102, 103, 104. Just for example, I am giving you those numbers. Okay, so they are stored adjacent to each other. They are stored in one row. The data is stored in one single row. At each location, only one value is stored. At each location, only one value is stored. So, for example, here 37 is stored, here 8 is stored. The 37 is stored at the memory address 104, for example. Okay. Non-primitive data structures are also divided into non-linear data structures. So, a non-linear data structure is a structure where the data items cannot be arranged linearly or sequentially. So, for example, here you can see that this is a non-linear data structure. This is an example of a tree data structure. So, this is your root node and the elements are connected at the next level. So, this is the first row, this is the second row, third row and fourth row. There are multiple rows present, multiple rows. They cannot be stored in a single row. Okay. So, trees, graphs are data structures which are known as non-linear data structures. This is something about me.